Why not make some brain tumor predictions? Why not? Let's just see what happens. So let's get to it. I'm going to make some predictions. I'm going to see what the ethereal says and what I can see in my third eye. Let's get started. The first thing that I'm seeing, the war is going to increase. Unfortunately, I'm seeing something with Italy. Italy hasn't been in like war for forever. I'm seeing something with Italy. I just see the shape of the boot, you know, how it's shaped like a boot. I keep seeing the name Tesla. Something about Tesla. I'm going to ask, what about Tesla? There's an infrastructure component about Tesla. Huge, huge investment in the infrastructure of our society by Tesla. It's not just making cars. There's something going on where it's going to be our energy grid, something like that's going to come up with Tesla. They're going to create a need that only they can fulfill. I'm telling you, get into the Tesla stocks. I'm telling you. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The health of women is the next thing coming up for some reason. I'm not quite sure what it means other than women's health is going to be a huge issue. I already know like the hormones and everything for women and their, total lack of being covered is going to be a big deal. It seems to me more like there's going to be like a separation of the women in medical care where women are completely treated in a different facility altogether, kind of like pediatrics and then your primary care physician for adults. It's going to be like, instead of just internal medicine for adults and then like pediatricians over here, you're going to have women's healthcare here, men's healthcare over here for adults. I think they're going to have to separate it out because it's getting too bad. Trump's coming up in my head. Let's see what's going on with this guy. Definitely health issues. I've already seen he's going to be but I'm definitely also getting some health issues. That's not a huge surprise. I mean, he is getting old, but I'm seeing something like the heart failing. There's going to be something about his heart failing. There's a lot of stress going on with him. He's had a lot of stress, so the heart's failing. And I do see, and he's going to certainly do some things beforehand. And it will start a whole series of like wars and issues amongst the different countries first. I see a light opening up in the sky, like over the horizon. It looks to me like there is going to be an unfolding of consciousness, meaning higher consciousness. So to me, it feels like there are going to be whole societies of people that are going to start conforming and outing the people with the lower consciousness, which means basically they have a different spirituality. They do not focus so much on materialism, shallow things. It'll be more depth of spirituality, kindness, love, accepting those for their differences more so than like separating them and making them different, right? There's going to be communities that feel to me more like they're out of the like regular daily grind of like rushing to work and coming home and kind of neglecting kids just to get the bills paid and getting into that whole cycle. There's going to be a whole other community of people opening up in Europe, United States, and Canada especially, where they will start just making their entire communities different. They won't allow policy that will only adhere to the greed of corporate America or the corporations that have so horribly messed things up. And that includes, the medical system or the school systems that were not working very well for us. That's what I've got so far. Let me see if I can find anything kind of in the United States specifically that can really, really be sort of juicy. I'm seeing something about the ocean, a fault line maybe on an ocean floor nearing one of the coasts in the United States that's going to really need some attention. Can cause some earthquakes. Like some ocean stuff and some earthquakes. Basically, it looks like plate tectonic, almost like a red lava line in the ocean is what it looks like to me. I mean, I don't know if it's going to open up where you can see lava. It just looks that way to me. And it's going to affect the water level, sea level, feels like. This looks like it's going to be 26, 27. We'll see. Let's see how my brain tumor predictions work.